KFMA, Oro Valley, Tucson, an Arizona Lotus Corp radio station. Listen online at KFMA.com. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, August 12th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. Yes, we got Rico on a Monday morning. Later on the podcast broadcast, we're going to have Chef Gary, Chef Michael in studio. They're kicking off knife fights. Over the next couple weeks, we're getting ready for Meet the Chefs and Iron Chef. I have a lot of food content here for you. So if you were thinking to yourself, where's a new good place where I can eat that's going to be delicious and amazing, we're going to be able to point you in the right direction to many different places and introduce you to many different chefs, concepts, and local businesses and restaurants around town. And we're going to make it fun and hopefully get fatter in the process. So Knife Fight kicks off tonight.
Oh, for shame.
Yes. And, you know, I'm back feeling good, hitting the ground running. I think we have a concert announcement we're going to do at some point either today or tomorrow. And then we'll give away tickets for they go on sale. Win them before you buy them, you know, like we like to do. And I'll have tickets for the Black Moods. Oh, and also, we have tickets for the professional bull riding event right now.
What?
Yeah, which is going to be awesome. And don't worry, I'll
Yes.
secure you a pair so you could meet your future wife. But it's going down November 15th and 16th, which is my birthday. But with this, I remember like a week or two ago, that I had Mucho and Mac hit me up and be like, hey, we need to talk to you. It's like, it's important. All right. I'm like, okay, yeah. All right, let's do like a little meeting. So we talk. We're like, okay, PBR, they're going to be doing tickets and they want you to come up with an idea for like a game and stuff and something that involves like a bull. And I'm like, well,
hold my beer.
Yeah. So I gave him a couple ideas right off the bat. And like, there you go. And he's like, yeah, love these. Right. So, long story short, I go through the whole process. We're wasting our time. I do this. I feel like it's like they're good. And then nothing. So now I can literally just give these tickets away right now to caller number 9.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't have to do anything like bull specific.
Right.
And
No bull jokes, nothing.
yeah, dude. I'm like, well,
I got tickets.
what's the whole point, dude? What's the whole point of that?
Grab the bull by the horns and let's get it.
Right, but I'll tell you this, you know, as we finish up the Summer of Fun promotion, that's done, and I'm glad it's over with. I was promised that I was going to be able to play a song during my show. Never happened during a 7-week run. Maybe next year. But hopefully one of you out there won one of these prizes. But, you know, if you notice, the rest of the listener bait was kind of low. We went through a lull in the middle of summer, as we usually do. But now we're back, giving away tons of tickets. And again, there'll be a concert announcement tomorrow morning with big tickets. Win them before you buy them. Today you could win the PBR tickets or Black Moon tickets. So, yeah, something to look forward to. All right, so I came back from Phoenix yesterday. I went to Phoenix for the weekend. And I miss all the fun when I leave Tucson. In fact, actually, I'll read you this headline. It goes, Tucson police, more than 180 rounds fired in early morning shooting. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, 180 rounds. And I'm like, where is this? I'm like, hopefully it's not too far from my house. Oh, no, it's my house.
It's literally my complex.
It was in the Sprouts parking lot.
Oh, no.
On
Sprouts?
Yeah, on Speedway and Swan. And what
Nothing
happened
is
was
sacred anymore.
No, it turned into like a huge gang shooting, 180 shots, right? And unfortunately, 2 people passed away. 2 other people were hit. They closed down that shopping plaza for the entire day because police had to investigate every single bullet. And what happened was this happened around 2:45 in the morning. So after the bars closed, there was some type of, you know, altercation, obviously, amongst a large group of people. They met up in the parking lot of Sprouts, and that's when shots started being fired, and it turned into a war zone right there. It was like brutal. And I'm telling you, when I say I'm walking distance from that Sprouts, like I don't walk far.
Right.
Right?
It's literally a turnip throw away.
Yeah, I am a fat guy's like swift walk to the grocery store from the Sprouts. So it's literally my neighborhood. So if I was home, I would have heard the fireworks show around 2:45 in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
Because no doubt 180 rounds going off, you're going to hear that.
Right. Like, is it 4th of July again? No.
Yeah.
Nope.
The story's still developing. Obviously, there's lots of talk and speculation. And unfortunately, a couple people perished. And we wish the ones who got injured a speedy recovery and that this kind of nonsense doesn't continue to happen. It's crazy, though. We're a gangster town, Rico.
Yeah.
Like I went to Phoenix, and I grew up on the West Side, which we like to flex, saying that's a tough town. It's kind of hood compared to anywhere else, like Scottsdale. Like when I tell someone from Scottsdale from the West Side, they're like, "Oh, okay, I won't mess with you." But I drive up to the west side of Phoenix now. It looks like Oro Valley, and so I got to remind like my daughter and her little boyfriend, like, yeah, this is technically the bad neighborhood, even though it looks nicer than you've ever seen. So, welcome to Phoenix, I guess.
I'm just worried about having to wear grocery store colors now. You know. You wear your Trader Joe's gangster floral.
You don't do it in
in the wrong Sprouts neighborhood.
You don't do it in Sprouts parking lot. Yeah, don't be looking like you work at Fry's and Sprouts.
No way.
And that's honestly, police have not said what the official reason for this was, but I think you're onto something.
I might be onto something.
Yeah. All right, well, we got a lot of show to get to. Your Morning Morons coming up after music from Godsmack. Let's kick things off with Smashing Pumpkins. Here's 1979 on Rock 102.1. Phone lines are open if you want to give us a shout. 600 KFMA, 605-362. We're going to kick off the day and have a lot of fun with you to make the week fantastic. So stick around. You know the name of the show. Let's go. All right, that was our show open from this morning. Welcome back. We are live here on the podcast broadcast. Obviously, got Chef Gary in the building.
Let's go.
Yeah,
It's your boy.
We're going to be celebrating Tucson Night Fight. It's kicking off tonight, 7 o'clock. Charro Steak and Seafood. Talk about the sponsors they have this year. And I'm saying it wrong.
Every time.
Charro Del Rey.
It's fine. Let it go. I love you so much.
No, it's Charro Steak and Del Rey.
There it is.
Yeah. It's on your shirt. Yes.
Literally right in front of you.
I know, but I look this way. It's like, nah, I got this, Gary. It's in my head. I don't need to read your shirt right now.
I got this.
Look at me.
And technically, we're on the podcast part, so when we're on the air, no one will know how much of an idiot I am.
We'll
and I
call
will
you
say
out.
it.
Don't worry.
Well, don't. Your job is to push things forward and make we're trying to make each other sound better. You know, I put you on a pedestal. You realize that? I pedestal you all day long. I brand the shit out of you and put you on the pedestal.
He puts me on Dale pedestal.
Yeah. On the Del Rey. Yeah. Charro Steak and Del Rey.
Oh, I missed you guys.
Yeah, I know, dude. It has been a minute since you've been in the studio.
I think so.
I'm excited about this. And 7th annual, I was a judge. I've been a judge for a couple of them. It's always one of my favorite things to do.
You've been a judge for like 4 now.
Yeah.
4 of them.
Yeah, so I've been able to taste. I mean, it was my introduction into some like great stuff that I've never had before, like a Kobe beef, like Kobe steak, which I've never been able to afford, and realize how like that's just melts in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then so this year, you guys did the draft again. We're going to be kicking off the first round of competitions. Was it easy or difficult to get the competitors? Considering now that you built up a reputation for this competition, did you have to basically eliminate people from participating, or are you out there actively recruiting talent?
No, we actually had a great turnout this year for the chefs and the bartenders eventually. Everybody's kind of leery at first, but we had 25 people put their name in the hat for the chefs. So we have a ton of new blood. We got some veterans. We got Lindy coming back.
Nice.
Really excited. He's been winning competitions left and right. So, I think this might be Lindy's year. I'm just going to put that out there in the universe.
I'd hope so. And he has been whipping together some, mad scientist type shit, dude. It's amazing.
And then we have, actually, Phoenix Knife Fight champion, Tiny, coming down this year to compete.
Is Tiny a large man?
He might be.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the rule.
I would eat whatever a large man named Tiny cooks in a kitchen. You know it's going to be the best.
Chef Tiny.
Absolute best. We're going to be on the air here in about 45 seconds to kind of reset the table, let people know we're doing the podcast. We're going to watch some videos as well. They've been doing a pretty good job on, the social media campaign. And Rico is putting together videos, as recaps, and is always, putting together great work. So
Brought to you by Late Night Caffeine.
Yeah, I know.
And whiskey.
Yeah, and that's why we got Rico on a Monday. So for the next few weeks while Night Fight is operating, Rico's going to be joining us Monday morning. Mari on Tuesdays. Wednesdays going to be a different guest, musical guest. This week, Catastro, as far as the podcast is concerned. And then Thursday is our fucking shit show where we pack
Yeah, literally. I usually want to stop by on Thursday because I drive by the studio and I'm like, oh, there's 14 people in here.
Yeah, it's so many, and it's great. Rock 102.1 KFMA, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on a podcast broadcast with Chef Gary. We're going to talk all things 7th Annual Knife Fight, which kicks off tonight at Charro Steak and Del Rey at 7 o'clock. And yes, I'm so familiar with that fantastic property that I never mess that name up.
Never.
We're going to get into all the details, how you could be, witnessing and maybe even taste some delicious food in the process and be a part of Knife Fight this year. When we return after new music from Sleep Theory, keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. See, I told you. I'm only an idiot behind the scenes most of the time.
Pro.
Okay, I know I'm an idiot on the air as well, but mostly behind the scenes.
Is that going to be the new website verbiage for your description? Like, lovable idiot.
Well, yeah, no, that's how it's been kind of sold to corporate. Yeah, it's
Don't you? That's
funny. That's the way that my consultant describes me to anyone who asks how is Tucson doing. Well, we got this lovable idiot, this guy that's a
buffoon.
He's a buffoon, but for whatever reason,
He's doing great.
he's the everyman. Right?
I know every in-between thing, I can't wait till it gets to like a respectable, like, he's the best of Tucson. But it's just like, oh, here's the idiot guy. Here's the big old dummy. You're like,
I'm not even nominated for Best of Tucson in a Tucson Weekly.
that doesn't.
No, because they're not doing
terrible.
they're not doing their homework. They literally just copy and paste nominees from previous years, and they did it with Best Instagram Page. That's why Kat is nominated for Best Instagram Page. She literally spent an entire year not posting and moved to Florida. This is like how I know.
They got AI and a guy from Fiverr to put together that competition.
It's terrible. Dude, those clickbait competitions. So I was on that Favorite Chef by Carla, whatever her name is. I don't even know. But, and I did pretty respectable. I made it like 3 rounds through.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's pay to play and stuff. And a lot of people do that. And so the winner, and thanks for everybody that voted for me and took time out of their day and everything for that, and appreciate that. But the winner was a paralegal that was tired of pushing papers, she said in her interview, and went to culinary school and has been working in a kitchen for the past 6 months.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Prodigy.
Definitely
And then
prodigy.
the Carla's fan favorite, like, I don't know, I'm just going to vent real quick. Carla's fan favorite, not a chef.
Not a chef at all.
She owns a tea, like scented leaf.
That's it?
Yeah.
So she was advertising, though, basically.
It's just terrible. So, I guess that was their... They paid to play, so good for them.
Yeah, and you see a lot of it, and that's what a lot of those best of the year annual ones.
Oh, 100%.
Huge revenue generators, and so I get that as well. But
no.
yeah, they got a Tucson Weekly. I understand they're understaffed, and just like a lot of media is at that point. So I can't viciously blame them, but at the same time, I could look at the list and know that it's not a direct reflection of what we've been doing.
Right.
Because the ratings would be a direct reflection, the results and everything else that we've been doing, our family and communities growing. That's the deal. So
It's crazy to see like the old guard being parodied at this point, though. Just the point of humor. You're just like, okay, good for them.
But I got, awards from like Lindsay. I get awards from the listeners, and that's all the
That
true
matters
awards I
way
need.
more.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The realness.
It's a nice plaque. I showed it to
yeah.
my daughter. She's super stoked and impressed. In fact, I'll show you. If you,
See, those are nice.
yeah, dude.
I get them all the time.
Tucson Weekly. I know you do. Tucson Weekly will give you a piece of paper. Rock 102.1 KFA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We are here with multiple award-winning celebrity chef to the stars who sip gin and juice, Chef Gary Hickey from Charro Steak and Delray. Welcome back to the show, dude.
He made Oprah oysters once.
Yeah, he made Oprah oysters. Yes. In Maui.
Yeah.
And he left the grill on and left. Don't know what happened after that, but
Not my problem.
Yikes.
Not my chair, not my problem.
no, we have Chef Gary in studio because tonight kicks off the 7th annual knife fight competition. So we are basically in cooking competition season, right? I mean, we're going to be hosting Meet the Chefs on 25th in August. Which are always a part of, and I look forward to this. Over the next couple weeks, we're going to be meeting chefs there. And then there's kind of like an underground street competition. If you look at the way Knife Fight operates, it gives you that kind of Fast and Furious like underground vibe.
Like it's illegal.
Yeah, these are the guys busting their ass in the kitchen each and every day of all your favorite restaurants, and they get together on a Monday night, which is a service industry night, and they battle it out to see who's the best, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who are you excited that is participating this year that you've won in previous years? Because I know you're always scouting.
I'm always scouting. We have a bunch of new blood this year, but Lindy's back. He was going to compete in All Stars last year, and he didn't. He had a lot going on with the new burger spot, and like he's just been like injecting himself in like competitions. So I think he's like honing his skills. I think he's got it this year. I'm really excited to see what he brings. He's really elevated his cooking techniques, and everybody like, oh, it's Lindy. He's just burgers. He's so much more than burgers.
Yeah, anyone that follows Lindy knows that.
Super talented.
Even his burgers aren't just burgers anymore. I mean, he continues to creatively think outside the box and just push it forward. You're like, oh my God, man. Like,
100%.
what were you on when you came up with this? I mean, it's always great to follow. Make sure you follow Thunder Bacon Burger Company on Instagram so you get an idea what we're talking about. Obviously, Lindy is a big name in town, and him entering the competition. Is he competing tonight?
He's not. He's not until I want to say he's week 3.
Okay.
So we just finalized the location list last night. We're just running and gunning right now, trying to get everything done, and it kind of snuck up on us. And
yeah, it happens, dude. Trust
Sometimes
me.
it's the best way to go about it.
Yeah, my partner in crime's kind of down and out right now. So
old Lucky.
Yeah, good old Lucky.
And that's Chef Michael. I was Elefante. Yeah, I was throwing a B or a D there. Yeah, I know it's Elefante because I like saying his name. And of course, Mama Louise's and Guido's Barbecue is what Chef Michael is known for. And every time we invite Michael in, something bad happens where he can't make it, dude.
Yeah.
It's literally been that. So this was another situation where it's like, I can't wait for you to come in, Michael. And nope, not this time. And eventually he's got to come back in with the spaghetti from Mama Louise's because I still think about that pasta, which if you haven't had, dude, that homemade pasta that they do there,
Joe's special.
Yeah, Joe's
What about
special.
the can? What's the can they do? The can lift?
The trash can
fries.
fries, waffle fries.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd slap him around because I'm upset, but I'm afraid that he's so unlucky that he would shatter. So it kicks off 7 o'clock tonight. It's knife fight and bar fight.
Bar fight doesn't start till the second week.
Okay.
However the brackets work out. And I wish we would have had a camera on in the room when we figured out that we had to have a week of separation to get the bartenders to line up with. It took us like literally an hour. Like, why isn't this work? Wait, we were like. Beautiful mind, like writing on
math equations everywhere.
So tonight is the kickoff, which just the 4 cooks, 4 chefs will be kicking off at 7 o'clock. Next week, we're at a new location. We're super excited about that. They have an amazing courtyard. We're going to be at Corbett's. So
this will be the first time, you guys participating in Corbett's. So that's the pickleball place that's downtown. And of course, Corbett's is doing a bunch of different fun events there all the time. And Knife Fight's making its Corbett's debut.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm stoked about that.
So next week will be the bar kickoff. That'll be at 7, and then we'll follow up with the chefs.
I love it, dude. Yeah, you need judges for all these because I like free stuff. Well, we're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast there. You're going to see some viral videos, and we'll be back with more after music from Metallica on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, let's pull up this.
I just hope we see a lot of new faces because I think it is a really mind-blowing event when you go there and witness firsthand these guys in action. I think with Chef Gary especially, because like we just know him as our friend and he's always around. And you see him in action, it's like mind-blowing.
Yeah, this is how it works. If you're not familiar with the competition, it's they give you a list of ingredients and then they say go. And then based off of what you have in the kitchen, you have to come up with these like fantastic, culinary pieces. Whether it's a signature piece that you would get at any fine restaurant or something new that no one's ever tried before that's delicious.
Like churros made out of ramen.
Yes, which I still blows my mind, dude.
Can I ask him about, the one last year that I was sitting there filming and I was just like, my jaw was on the floor, was when they brought out the secret ingredient of a cigar.
Oh, yeah.
What, did you use that as a base or something? Like a flavor base? You got to explain that because it was insane.
I steeped it.
Steeped it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I steeped it.
Explain what its steeping is.
It's basically making a tea. So I took the tobacco leaves. I think I steeped them in heavy cream.
And that wouldn't get you sick?
No.
Okay.
It actually, gives it a really kind of cool, like, smoky, like, tobacco-y flavor. But when you're eating it, it actually makes your mouth numb, which is kind of a, like, if you're going first, it kind of messes with the other guy's, like, flavor profile because it messes up the judge's palate. So
Yeah.
it's,
Strategic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Some
is that why you
Sun Tzu.
did it?
I mean, there's lots of reasons. Like one year, I brought magic berries.
What's magic berries?
It basically inverts your taste palate, so everything sweet tastes salty, and everything salty tastes sweet.
That's a real thing?
It's a real thing.
What in the Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll
where
have
do
to
you
get some.
find magic berries?
You can get them on the internet, whatever. What do you mean? Where do you find them?
On the dark web.
Well,
You can get 'em.
do you ever get them at a grocery store? No, it's an internet-based thing.
You can get them through like food purveyors and stuff, and there's buzz buttons too, which will mess with somebody. They're basically like Szechuan peppercorn on steroids. You eat them, and it makes your entire mouth like salivate, and then
Yeah, so these magic berries look like baby tomatoes, and then so you eat it, and it reverses your palate to where sweet tastes salty and salty tastes sweet.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Have I never heard of this?
Yeah, I know, I never heard this before.
so I made a super salty like dessert,
yeah.
and like it just was like
It's sweet. It tastes sweet.
it tasted so sweet.
Now, when you did this in your competition, did any other judge know exactly what these things do, or did you actually? I mean, do they call you Dirty Gary? It just seems like you keep
Tricky
busting out,
Gary.
all these like ways.
I felt bad too because like the guy I went against, amazing chef, and like he made a souffle in a wok. Like, that was his whole, like, that was like his finisher, right? Like, because the souffle takes like 45 minutes.
Yeah, so that's
he
impressive.
started, that was his first thing, and like started that, and like, you can't bump it or anything. It's a beautiful souffle, and it was sweet.
Yeah,
And I went first, and they ate his, and it was like, this is salty as hell.
He's over there punching air.
Yeah, you screwed him up. That is hilarious.
And that's what the competition's all about, man.
Undermining.
It's like, you gotta like, you have your secret ingredient. That's your home run, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you think about it like that. But you want to make it also challenging for the other
competition.
person. Yeah. So
Crazy. Machiavellian.
There's Lucky on the stream. It's good to see you, Lucky.
Yay, Lucky.
So,
Mikey.
Yeah, you got to bring in Joe's Pasta to make up for you not making it. And yet again, I mean, Chef Michael, I've invited you now. Now it's double digits of time.
It's a lot of pasta.
Yes, dude. And the last time you were in studio, I was on the Frank show, but you brought in Joe's Pasta.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's been in the studio with me before.
Without food.
Oh.
So this time,
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
next time, and get well soon. I hear that you're under the weather, but hopefully you'll be able to pull through tonight. And
He'll be
I
there.
get
Don't.
it.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Yep.
It could be worse. You could have been in Sprouts at 2:45 in the morning on Saturday. You saw that story?
No.
180 rounds fired off. Yeah. Multiple cars, big altercation. 2 people end up losing their lives. 2 people went to the hospital.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was like a war zone. And they shut down that whole plaza where Transit Pizza and Sprouts is.
Right.
That's literally my Sprouts. I walked to there to
I
go
did
grocery
see that.
shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like looking out at TMZ Tucson to see if I spotted that.
Yeah. No, and TMZ Tucson has been sharing posts from that. I had to look to see if our girl from
Yeah,
TMZ
where's that
Tucson-
girl, man?
She was the one that did it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, God.
No, she's been offline because the last we heard, she got her ass kicked at
Right.
Love's and her phone got was broken. And so,
Heaven forbid.
yeah, so maybe she forgot her password on Instagram. It's unfortunate, but I'll tell you what, that little clip that we did not only on Instagram, Instagram got like 45,000 views.
That's awesome.
But on Facebook has a life of its own, and it's slowly and surely getting more and more likes and reactions.
So funny.
Yeah, so you're just kind of seeing that slowly bubble up.
It's like Facebook's the redheaded stepchild most of the time, and then you're like, oh, you're doing good, Facebook.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, they're the same thing, but yeah. All right, let's get back to Knife Fight. Let's show some of this video content that you're putting together. And first, here's another anchor judge here that's going to be happening. Who are your anchor judges this year?
We got Chef Roderick Ledesma, so 2-time champion.
Yep.
Amazing culinary mind. Just flavors on flavors. And then this year we have Obi. So we're going to have 2 anchor judges. So we got Obadiah Hyman from the Mountain Oyster Club. Just a staple of Tucson culinary. I mean,
he is. Yeah, I see Obi everywhere on these competitions, especially. And yeah, he's been in working. How long at the Oyster Club for?
I want to say it's been 20.
Yeah, so
years,
forever,
like
right?
20 years ish. He was at the tack room before that. So he's been a club chef, but he that gives him the opportunity to just do things that normal people can't do.
What do you mean? Like the club chef, that means you could do special menus and things like that all the time?
I mean, he's doing wine
20
menus
years.
like every month. He's doing specialty dinners. He's doing guest chefs. He's bringing in crazy ingredients. You have a members only club, right? So they are the same people that just come in every time. So you want to keep them engaged. So he just pushes that envelope all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Michael said 20 years for Obi at the So
I think he just celebrated 20 years.
I love to. It's so funny because Obi's obviously a character. He could look like a rock star as well, and that goatee. And I mean, the Oyster Club. That's a pretty prestigious place, right?
Yeah.
It has a great reputation, and you see Obi looks like a maniac with that goatee.
He just puts a bow tie on the goatee.
You're like, yeah, I'm a fancy club chef. Like, really? Because you look like you got out of prison. But that's chef culture there, so that's good. That's part of the anchor judges, which is an important part too, to really have respected chefs. That of course you and Michael could do it as well, but you don't want to seem biased at any means.
Right.
So you get them in to be able to do it, and they get to taste all this stuff as well,
right? And
give insight. And it's just great for everyone that competes, from an artistic standpoint to push themselves to get better. So then they get great feedback. Because when I'm just a fat kid, so I'm like, yeah, it tastes good. Right? That's not necessarily the feedback that the chef is going to get to be able to hone his craft and get better.
Yeah, last year all you did was, my tummy.
Yeah.
That was good.
No, it was better than that. I mean, I had some personality to it. But,
That's yummy.
The point was, I never said yummy, but the point is.
Tommy like wingies.
I didn't say any of that too. And then,
I have it on video.
No, I never profess my love for weenies on there. But the point is getting those particular things what Chef Roderick and Obi can do is say what they like from a technical standpoint, what they don't like from a technical standpoint, that the chefs can take with a grain of salt and literally and be like, oh cool, yeah, I will change that and become better. So and in this Knife Fight in Phoenix, did this start before you and Michael started Knife Fight in Tucson?
No. So we started, obviously, it's actually technically 8 years. But we pandemic and whatnot. And Knife Fight Phoenix came in just before the pandemic. They had their first season. Unfortunately, Chef Kenneth, they just couldn't continue. Too many obligations, not enough buy-in, stuff like that. It's hard. That market's huge.
Yeah.
And
I know.
And I don't ever want to talk bad about another city, especially one in my own state. But I think the culinary brotherhood and sisterhood in Tucson is a lot stronger, where we kind of strive to build each other in healthy competition, to where up there it's dog eat dog.
Yeah. That's just Phoenix mentality in general.
I mean, you live there, I live there. It's hard to make a name for yourself. It's hard to get a footholding. And a lot of people do it, and they do it really well, but they don't want to share that.
Right.
Where here, it kind of feels like, you know, I mean, you share it. You have me on here. You have, you know, Rico, and we all do our own things, and we all have our own personalities, and we're all really special and talented. But when now that all comes together, we're 10 times better, right? But up there, everybody just holds on to it like my precious.
Yeah.
Like, but imagine how like amazing Phoenix would be if like they just came together.
Oh, I know. And it's not like they don't have enough customer base. I mean, obviously, I mean, the
100%.
money's there, so that's enough to go around.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So, you know, Phoenix kind of fizzled out. He did a great job. They did a different format than us. They chose a local charity every year, cancer survivors, homeless kids, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of made all the money go to that. And he's an awesome chef, love him to death. And then I just heard that I had a buddy that's in town from Colorado, the Colorado Springs knife fight that we inspired.
Yeah.
Kind of stopped doing it this year too. So I think we still have Seattle. I haven't talked to those guys in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Michael kind of kicked off the whole thing and inspired it, and it kind of went like state to state, and
well,
you know,
that's awesome too.
it is. It's a labor of love, and like it definitely takes a toll on everybody involved.
Yeah, well, no, it's
shout out to our wives.
Yeah,
shout out to our wives for loving us and you know putting up with us for this crazy 8 weeks. So
that's crazy 8 weeks on top of what is a crazy week to week being a chef.
Yes, sir.
And the amount of hours that you have to put in for multiple locations as well, and everything that you have to do. And the same thing goes for Michael. So yeah, this is a labor of love and takes a lot of sacrifice to make
it almost seems like an impossible task looking in from the outside, like looking at your schedule and what you guys do and still pulling this off. It's incredible.
I mean, I was up folding T-shirts and stuffing them in bags last night until 9 o'clock at night, and printing off stuff. I'm in Walmart looking for clipboards. Like it's just it's weird. Like you have all these things that you like have accumulated that that are good, and then when you go to like pick them all up, stuff's missing. You're like, like what the hell? How did a 6-foot table with our logo spray painted on it go missing? Like who took that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't look in my prize closet. We're so short on different promo items. I just start taking other people's.
It's like on Craigslist, like they're selling this for how much? Why?
Genuine TKF folding table used by the chefs.
Oh, crackheads!
Oh, how dare you call me a crackhead? So you got some good promo videos as well. Let me show this one real quick before we get back on, and we'll talk Iron Chef as well. So we'll make our bosses happy.
Elefante.
A very, very exciting opportunity for us. Super exciting. Our title sponsor for this year is going to be Spot On Restaurant Solutions. You all know about those guys. This one I'm pretty stoked about. The official bar sponsor, Gin and Juice, baby, by Dre and Snoop. We are coming in hot. Hitting them hydro. Tucson Knife Fight Season 7 coming in hot. We'll see you August 12th at Charro Steak. Peace.
Nice. Yeah. Gin and Juice is one of the title sponsors for Knife Fight. That's a big deal. They're coming in as a company and sponsoring a lot of different businesses, not only just the Arizona Bowl.
Yeah.
But that's great to help pump the economy here in Tucson. So they're doing the right thing as far as a national brand is concerned and how to do business with us and stuff. And fun fact, immediately after they stopped rolling, they spun the barber chair again, and Michael Elefante fell out and broke his leg. I mean, that's
it happens.
Yeah.
To the best of us, man.
And got ingrown hair from the haircut that he received. The whole thing, dude. Like if it's something bad that can happen, it happens to Chef Michael.
Lucky. My boy Lucky.
All right, let's see. We're getting on here in 3 seconds. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. That was I Prevail with Hurricane. We're hanging out here with Chef Gary, who, of course, is one of the most prominent local chefs here in the area. Executive chef for Charro Steak in Del Rey, the Charro franchises, and he's also co-founder of Knife Fight, which he co-founded with Chef Michael Elefante from Mama Louise's. And Guido's Barbecue, just to name a couple places where they're providing food. It is basically our culinary season here on the show. And I'm super excited about it because, it just kind of aligns where we got cooking competitions left and right. So not only are we kicking off Knife Fight, which is every Monday night, the competition. We also got Tucson Iron Chef right around the corner. And to do that, we have to do Meet the Chefs first. And our Meet the Chefs event is Sunday, the 25th. And got some pretty good event, like chefs and places. You actually probably know a lot of them. Like we're going to have Oban Sushi and Ramen.
Nice. Daniel?
Anthony.
Anthony? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You know him?
Daniel's like their culinary guy. He's the bigger guy. But yeah, I do know Anthony, yeah. So
excellent. Yeah. Well, as part of Meet the Chef and Night Fight, you have to be kind of responsible for whipping together certain menus and stuff. And so that's part of that. So Oban Sushi and Ramen, they're going to be joining us.
Nice.
Let's see. Who else we got going on as I'm looking through my whole list? I think returning, we're going to have Alexander Cole from Proof Artisanal Pizza and Pasta.
Yeah.
You know him too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about Alexander.
Well, I mean, I met him last year at the finale of Night Fight, so I'm not personal, best friends with him, but definitely got some chops.
Yeah, that's the life goal. You got to become best friends with the pizza and pasta guy.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna have Chef Jose Contreras from Amelia's Mexican Kitchen back
Nice.
again.
Yeah.
Amelia's is fantastic. Have you eaten there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I'm sure you actually being part of the Charro family, you gotta taste around and see what the other restaurants are doing.
Yeah.
Of course, El Charro is that legendary traditional taste that goes back 100 years. But yeah, Amelia's is fantastic. They're going to be in on it. We're also doing. Let's see. I want to shout them all out because I'm going to be meeting them, and I'm trying to get familiar with them too. Because honestly,
it's always nice to walk in and be like, "Hey,
You. Hey, guy.
hey, guy,
hey,
you.
well, I'm
I
going to
know
butcher your
you.
name and then the
That's a
name
nice
of
thing
your
about,
restaurant.
nice
for a
thing about
little bit.
chefs. You just go, hey, chef, and that works.
Yeah.
You say any general person, hey, guy, they know you don't know their name. A chef, you're like, what's up, chef?
Yeah. No, I know.
Works.
And I've done that. And honestly, if you're even
With me.
related, yes.
and he's known me 10 years.
Sometimes I blank out, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a fun little life hack for you. If you know anyone who even works in a restaurant or by a restaurant,
Let's call
and you
everybody
forget
chef.
their name, just call them chef.
Yeah.
It's like chief. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel good being called chef, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an honor.
It's actually
you earn.
weird when someone in my kitchen calls me Gary.
Ugh.
Right.
It's like calling your teacher by their first name.
Almost cringy.
Well, yeah. Is it weird because you have to fire them immediately?
No,
Get
I
out.
don't have that ego where I'm like, oh, you call me chef. But when 20 times out of 10 they call me chef, and then they're like, hey, Gary.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
who's a street rat in here talking to me?
It's like, you don't know me like that.
No.
I know.
Yeah,
I
they
get-
middle name me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the same way when I meet someone for the first time who through the radio and stuff, and then they try to not call me by my radio name, thinking that's the angle in.
Oh, to call you Brad?
Yeah, they'll dead
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
They'll call me Brad.
Don't say it.
I was supposed to say that?
No, you can't say that. And it's like
Or like-
who calls me Brad? Well, when I date, the women I date call me Brad for sure. I don't make them call me Beef,
I would love if it was
especially
the
if they
reverse
see me
of that,
naked.
though.
They know
Bradley.
That. Yeah, no, they don't say Bradley.
On dates, you don't go by beef?
No,
You should.
no.
Girl, they would brag like I'm dating a guy named Beef.
Yeah, and they never do. They never brag on that. I know.
Come on, you need to give someone special a big hug. Yourself.
I know.
Thanks, chef.
All right. Well, we got coming up next. I'm going to give you an example of the best and worst proposal ideas. You're married. So, did you do a fancy proposal to your girl?
I did.
All right. So, we're going to talk about that as well in the podcast broadcast. You can join us youtube.com/beefvegan or stick around because you got music on the way from Sublime on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
In my mind, I think Gary did the whole and the secret ingredient is.
It's actually
ring.
it's actually on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Let's pull it up.
There was
How would I search it?
just do Gary and Amber proposal, I think.
Okay. Ooh, look at you.
I didn't even post it. So there was a charity event, and I talked to the band that was playing, and we made this entire fake auction thing.
No way.
And they were like, an auction winner, blah blah blah, Gary Hickey, you won the special prize. So I walked up on stage, and she was sitting in the wings. You'll see it.
Dude, you look young here, too.
Oh man,
This is Teen Mom. Teen Mom.
I was like, that's not Gary.
It's literally Gary and Amber. Did you know that Gary and Amber and Teen Mom?
You look younger and way different.
Oh Lord. Anyways,
It's like, yeah, that's the one.
Did they label it that? You need to relabel
know,
it, dude. That is literally Gary and
Gary
Amber
and
from fucking
Amber,
Teen Mom.
oh, it's terrible.
How are they ranked higher than
Let me
me?
see if I can find it. Hold on.
Damn you,
Yeah.
MTV.
Let's yeah. Should I put in Gary and Amber, but not the Amber that's on OnlyFans now?
Yeah. Not the MTV Amber.
Which I'll be real with you. Initially, I wasn't crushing on Amber, but now, like, she's looking pretty good. She's thick.
I don't even know what show you're talking about.
Teen Mom, dude.
You're watching Teen Mom?
No,
Oh.
it's like, but me being a radio guy, I come across this stuff all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh wow. It's been that long that it's just like so far down.
Yeah, Teen Moms are
Damn it,
still
algorithm.
making news. Yeah. All right. Well, while we figure
Whatever.
this out, earlier this morning we did our morning moron. In case you missed it, it went a little something like this. Check it out. Truth. It's now 6:17 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. All right. Now, both Rico and I have been guilty of destroying a toilet or two throughout our lives.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
You know what? You can say allegedly for you. I'll self-admittedly, I've destroyed a couple toilets in my day. Now, I don't do it maliciously. I don't do it on purpose, and I don't try to do it to spite someone. I mean, I guess every now and then, maybe a good revenge poo has happened in my life, but not on a criminal level. And the reason why I bring this up is because today's morning moron is a 46-year-old Texas man who was blowing up toilets on a criminal level. And he's quite doing it literally, actually. Yeah, he wanted to cause explosions when people sat down on the toilet. Now, this is terrifying, too. This will always
God.
make you check the toilet. Now, it doesn't sound like it was big enough to destroy the whole bowl, but he apparently put fireworks under the seats designed to explode under pressure, right? So basically, just to scare you. He was pranking. As if you needed extra motivation to let it all out.
For real.
You literally
the
get
irony.
the crap scared out of you. The first incident happened on July 20th at a place called Wash Tub near San Antonio. A woman sat down on the toilet and was injured. No word on how badly, but she was very shaken up by it. So basically, she was going to the bathroom, pulls down her pants, sits down on the seat, boom! Scares the hell out of her, right?
Ugh.
So she could have got injured by jumping off the toilet, hitting her head on something, or having actual burns on her butt. 6 days later, it happened again. There were 2 more toilet explosions at different wash tub locations in San Antonio. So, this morning moron, he was targeting this car wash, this wash tub car wash, for whatever reason. And the victims at the time was a female employee and a young girl. So it sounds like he was going into the women's restroom as well. Really messed up. Cops ended up arresting this guy. He's a 46-year-old named Paul Alden. And they had security footage of him walking into the bathrooms right before the explosions happened. And then he would hang around outside until he heard the blasts. Then he left.
Way to be Captain Obvious.
Yeah. Well, he obviously had a fetish. And you'll be able to see the mugshot of Captain Obvious on our podcast broadcast, so we do this later.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Guy's a moron and a weirdo. Turns out it's a whole new fetish. Now, he's also was a frequent customer and even used his membership card on the days it happened. So he's facing charges for arson, causing reckless damage, or bodily injury. I don't know how intense those charges will be, but hopefully they lock him up, throw away the key, and, don't give him any toilet privileges. If you do this like this, we're like, so you don't get to use a toilet now.
Yep.
Yeah, you made the toilet unsafe for us? There's a special place in hell for people like that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, for all those reasons and more, Paul is today's Morning Moron. All right, so we found out in real time that there's so much Amber and Gary Teen Mom
There's
videos.
a lot of Ambers and Garys out there.
You're never
lots.
gonna find it. It's back there, 100 pages back. But if you do come across it, send me the link and it'll be fun. I'll show you. Like, I'm sure it was good. You could describe it to me. So this was a band was playing, and so there was a lot of people there.
It was like a charity event, like where you go and there's like food stations and all this crazy stuff, and like they usually do raffles and like door prizes and whatnot. And I had pre-planned with the band that I would win one of these prizes and have to go up on stage and accept the prize. And then I brought my wife up there and kind of did the whole, you complete me, and I would be nothing without you.
Did you feel like you stuttered and stuff? Were you nervous?
No, I did pretty good. I mean, I have to find a video because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The band was great, and they were the ones that actually made the video and posted it. And
wow.
So I'll try to find.
Can I
it,
ask you what the free prize was?
It was my wife.
No, the other prize they're faking to get you up there.
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember.
I would have been like,
Yeah.
can I still have this?
Can I get that?
I like this air fryer.
It's a strap-on dilly. Gary! You're the only one to put a ticket in for this one, huh? Come on up.
Easy winner.
This one has Gary written all over it.
Way to ruin my special moment, Beef.
No, I'm sorry. She said yes. It's all hindsight. You know, we both worked for P.F. Chang's for a little bit around the same time. And as a server at P.F. Chang's, I learned that you could steam a fortune cookie to open it up and then reseal it, right?
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so so my
Oh,
buddy,
sorry, that's common knowledge. My bad.
Yeah.
well, once you're on the inside.
I guess.
So my buddy Rick, who I worked with at the previous restaurant I was working at, and he was a man whore. I mean, he would be banging waitresses in the closet all the time, cheating on his girlfriend. He ended up proposing to that very girlfriend at P.F. Chang's with the old engagement ring in the fortune cookie thing.
Nice.
But it's so funny because the idea was, I was the server. And so I went in with the spiel saying it's customary for good luck to eat the fortune cookie first, right? BS, right? And just like, do that. And she's like, oh, that's sweet. I eat mine last. And then Rick's like, no, do the fortune cookie. And she's like, no, I'm good right now. I just want to try this ice cream. And he was almost like, bitch, open the cookie.
Fortune cookie.
He was getting aggressive to where I was just like, well, dude, she's not going to say yes if you like abuse her at the table. And then there's like 8 different servers all like kind of peeking around and just not doing their job, waiting for her to get to the cookie. And then she finally was like, fine, if you want me to open the fucking cookie, I'll open the cookie. I don't even like fortune cookies. Yeah. She's irritated. Yeah. And it opens up, it's like, well, what the fuck? Oh. Yeah. And then he's like, will you marry me? He's like, yes, you cheating ass motherfucker. So I don't recommend that technique. Like
you would wait it out. Be like, all right, finish your meal. Tell the servers like, hey.
Yeah, my technique would be to, like put it in a food item, have them eat it, then choke on it, and give them the Heimlich maneuver, throw it up, and then through the throw, be like, look what I found.
Dripping.
Will you marry me?
Right.
Will you complete me?
Will you save my life? Of course.
Yeah, that's why I'm still single there. That's how it works. All right, I will show you what not to do as far as marriage proposals, and I'm glad you didn't do this as well. A man thought it'd be a great idea to fake a kidnapping.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You see, so you saw this?
Yeah.
This is crazy. So check this out. This is our viral video of the week. And he's got his friends involved in it. And it gets nuts and traumatizing.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they go all out. Here. Look at it. They start breaking stuff. They like broke the windows. They grab him out of the car. You hear her screaming. What the? He comes back out.
We got it. We got it.
Which is weird because like the first time I saw this, I didn't have the sound on, and I was like, nah, this has to be like Lithuania or like Ukraine or somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, and they're just like, we got it.
Yeah, it's West Virginia.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because that would make much more sense, like somewhere in the random ass country and
where there's actual kidnappings all the
Eastern
time.
Europe. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen
like,
to this.
It's love.
Watch her like she's still like trying to fathom what's going on, crying, hyperventilating, and him in his jean shorts. It says this is the time for me to get her to sign a contract for the rest of her life.
No way, bro.
His boy's like, yeah, you almost killed me.
See, this is not tears of happiness, by the way.
No.
This is tears of drama. Like I
get away
thought you
from
were
me.
gonna die,
Right.
and this is the motherfucker who wants to like literally be my soulmate for the rest of my life.
Yeah. My wife would have like murdered me.
Yes.
Okay.
They didn't think it was gonna happen. You know, honestly, all of his boys are kind of like slowly making their way towards the front of the van, like getting away from
Get
this.
out of here.
Yeah, like, oh, dude, yeah, you messed up.
He even thought like the whole plot was to like concoct something so ridiculous that she would definitely say no. Right? Like, you gotta get out of this relationship. But she was,
All right.
And still crying. And again, it's not tears, joy. This is straight up
Trauma.
That's
straight up
crazy.
trauma. So that's a bad way to do it. I'll give you an example of somebody who's actually trying way too hard, making us all look bad. Yeah, I know. And at least like you did, I've never even really gotten close to a proposal. But if you were ever, did you ever think about maybe one day proposing to a girl and how you would do it?
yeah, it always crosses your mind. You try to be creative, but not too cheesy type of thing.
I mean,
you
you're
know,
a
and not
creative
annoying.
person, so you might, you like go. Sometimes though, you're the smartest person in the room, and it goes over the head. So you would try to put like an encrypted message in something.
What about like a roller coaster where you're going down the loop and then you grab the ring from the top of something and pull it down?
That's good. Yeah, but
Or you lose your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, if Chef Michael, don't do that because your luck. There we go. Rockland 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We just saw what not to do in a marriage proposal situation where a man pretended like he was going to get kidnapped by a group of men just to break out flowers, and his fiance, who did say yes, was so traumatized that she was bawling hysterically and hyperventilating, but not the tears of joy. She still ended up saying yes, but of course she was feeling like her life was probably threatened. And I do not have a follow-up as to if they're still engaged, but I would say the smart money is no, right? So that's an example of a bad engagement. But I'll give you an example of a good engagement. Someone who's a fan of Ice-T and Law & Order SVU. This man,
Oh no.
yeah. There's a man out there who created a scavenger hunt to send his girlfriend on. All right, and that scavenger hunt had clues in it from none only from Ice-T. None only. That's not how you say it, but yeah, the one and only Ice-T was reached. They reached out to him. Ice-T saw what the guy was doing and actually agreed to do this. I got a little clip of showing Ice-T and when you've been obsessed with Law & Order SVU since you started dating
Right.
your boyfriend, and he hires Ice-T to kick off your proposal.
Baller
eventually.
move.
Yeah, it is a baller move, and it also goes to show that you could hire Ice-T for just about anything.
Leave a voicemail.
Yeah, this guy is open and available.
Hey, what's up, Maddie? It's Ice-T, a.k.a. An extreme scavenger hunt. It's called Operation Find Tie. Your job is to find Ty before sunset. You do this, you get all the rewards, you get all the benefits of finding Ty.
Yeah, this is a girl who
That's
never
amazing.
heard Cop Killer. But that was a guy making us all look bad. Hired
Wow.
Ice-T to help out his proposal, and she ended up saying yes.
He's
after
like
going on
weighing
a
the
scavenger.
expensive dinner, the vacation thing. He's like, yeah, it's way less to just hire Ice-T.
Yeah, I
Cool.
know.
All right. Much easier. More
It was-
impressive.
It was cheaper than your proposal.
cheaper than Hawaii.
Ice-T's on Fiverr.
Like an impersonation guy.
Yeah.
That's not the real Ice-T.
Right. We're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. We'll wrap things up with a beef tip after these words. You can join us youtube.com/beefvegan or keep it right here on Rock 102.1. Yeah, so
That's
a bunch of
amazing.
commercials. I know. It's like it's cameos. I'm guarantee you
Cameo,
these are
man.
Cameo.
That's what it said in the corner. I saw it.
Okay.
Cameo, yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's how easy it is to get a celebrity.
He just
You
wakes up and checks his inbox.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
You just got to find yourself a girl who has terrible taste in television, and then you too can have personalized, customized celebrity proposal assist.
I need a girl obsessed with Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny one.
Yeah, good
It's like
luck.
Flavor Town the rest of your life.
Honestly, if you're gonna find that girl, she'll be at Night Fight tonight.
This is true.
She will be.
Yeah,
Look for that tattoo of Guy Fieri.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the
Flavor Town.
one.
Do you have any chefs that have Guy Fieri's style that are competing this year?
No, I don't. Not that wild. He's just a great person. Like Guy Fieri is just a great person.
Yes.
He's a great dude.
All in all.
100%.
And like a lot of people don't know that he's actually a classically trained chef. Like he went to UNLV and he had restaurants and stuff before Food Network's next Food Network star.
Yeah.
And just his kind nature and whatnot, and his over the top bravado just kind of made him
a target. Yeah. His flames on his clothes and his hair and his style and his sunglasses, but it has shown, and time again continues to show the quality a human being he is. And the help that he's done through all the restaurants he's featured is always a big boost. Have you ever been featured on a diner?
No, I don't really have those kind of restaurants, but he loves Tucson, like loves Tucson. Like it's one of his most favorite places, and he talks about it all the time. I fanboy out on like because he was just a normal dude that like.
Did you hang out with him before?
No, like he's pretty like.
Let's get on that.
Yeah,
Let's cameo
should.
Guy Fieri just for Gary
right now, just for Gary. Oh my God!
Like so, Michael was on Guy's Grocery Games. So was Travis. And like they were just like he's the best.
Yeah.
And like there's a bunch of off-camera stuff that they don't show.
Yeah.
Where he's like, here, use this, or like, hey, come here, I got this for you, or like he'll go in like while nobody's watching, and be like, hey, you guys, like use the pre-made stuff. It'll save you time. Like all this stuff.
Giving all tips and tricks.
So
just to
he
help
just
out.
wants everybody to look good and and win. So.
I know that like I'm sorry, in your tone, I could hear a level of disappointment that you have not got to hang out with him yet.
Because I've applied to the stupid cooking show.
How many times?
Oh no!
Every year.
Every time Guy Fieri ignores me.
So I apply to beat Bobby Flay. He won't call me back because he's scared.
Yeah.
Because
he'll beat the shit out of him.
Literally, I've been through the interview process 4 times. And they're just like, I get to like the final level, and they're just like, "We'll call you back if it happens." And like, and I'm always like, I want to do chicken mole, I want to do albondigas, I want to do stuff that is in his wheelhouse and go against his flavor profile.
Right.
He won't call, bro.
No.
He's scared. He's scared.
So what's the reason that you're not getting the call back for Guy Fieri?
I don't know, man. Like, it's weird.
He's scared too.
I have this weird like insecurity when I get on camera with those people, the producers,
right,
where they're like, we're not really seeing your personality. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, it's your boy.
Yeah. Oh, what do you got to say?
Like, what do I need to do?
Bam,
to wear
bang.
Oakleys and spiky hair wig. You're like, fine.
What do I need to do to get on this show? Like, and they're just like, oh, we weren't feeling it. I'm like, okay, whatever.
You think they could see your erection while you're sitting in that final interview process? Like, you're this close to meeting the dude, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I guess you just got to come up with a couple catchphrases, dude, to show the personality. That's what they want.
Yeah.
They want you to crank to 11.
It's your boy. It's good, but we need something else.
It is, and I've done a couple Food Network shows, and nothing.
You're like, it's on the resume, dude.
Yeah, let's
do
go.
good. If you're talking about good food, and honestly, next time you could also talk about the radio personality aspect of your thing and how you could pop, but maybe just maybe you should do Molly next time or something right before you do.
Wear the Charro hat.
The Charro hat, what, like the sombrero?
Yeah, the sombrero. hat.
No,
that's culturally inappropriate, dude.
Yeah, it's in now.
No,
I accept it.
Anyways,
no.
Also, I think I'm like aged out almost, which is kind of weird. Like the last show I did was like Battle of the Decades.
Yeah.
And I was the old guy.
Oh yeah.
Which it sucks because I was the youngest old person there.
Yeah.
by like 10 years.
Still in the brackets, like barely. You're just like, come on.
Still counts.
So it's fine. I'm good with it. I've made a good.
No, I don't give up on your dream. And honestly, if I see openings for this, I will apply for you. And if I have to do the personality test for you, and then you be just like switch in. Because I'm dumb enough to be entertaining for reality TV.
Yeah.
And that's what they're looking for.
That's what they're looking for.
You're like, dude, you're coming off like you read, and that's not good for
we
our
don't
demo.
like that.
Yeah. And I come in, I'll just mispronounce everything. Like, this guy's a fucking star.
Let's go.
I think Gary every day, like walking into Charro, or like just have a thing online, like a new account that says, I'm going to post every single day until Guy Fieri notices me.
Yeah. Thumbcat on Twitch asks, does Gary make borracho beans?
Borracho beans?
Borracho.
No. We do mussels borrachos, though. So drunk mussels.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So what do you do to make the drunk mussels? Like, what do you use?
Tequila and wine.
Yeah. Can you get buzz off them, or you cook out the
it's
alcohol?
cooked out.
Yeah. It still tastes good, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
chuck
chorizo,
mussels, yeah.
little chorizo, some tequila, wine, mussels.
A little chorizo mixed in with the mussels goes a long way. It's so good.
Yep.
It's so good. And they're steamed mussels then, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't eat mussels raw because you die?
No,
Okay.
you can eat most everything raw as long as it's taken care of.
Well, then that's going to be our beef tip. I love that. We're going to wrap things up here on the show. Tomorrow morning, we'll continue. We're going to have the Black Moods joining us on the podcast broadcast. We got a concert announcement that we're going to do around 7 a.m. and give away tickets for you. You can win those on air. Plus, we got a ton of other tickets. Knife Fight kicks off tonight at Charro Steak in Delray at 7 p.m. If you want to see this local cooking competition, it's free for all, right?
Yes.
So come on down,
Absolutely.
be a part of it, and check out the competition. It's wildly entertaining, and you're supporting the local culinary scene. Chef Gary, thank you so much. And our beef tip is you can pretty much eat anything raw, right?
Yeah, as long as it's prepared well and taken care of. Don't eat anything that's been sitting on the street. But
Yeah.
oysters, mussels, shrimp.
We're all animals, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we were out in the woods, we came across something that was living and we needed to eat, we'd bite it until it died and swallowed it.
I've seen The Revenant. I know what to do.
Yeah, there you go. So that's your beef tip.
Literally.
Yeah. All right, that's all the time we have for the show. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you
Nice, good
wish
time, guys.
upon a side of
fast.
beef,
Yeah, it goes by fast as shit, right?
Call me Guy Fieri.
Yeah, we barely got into gay stuff about Guy Fieri.
If you've been mean or kind of
Barely.
bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
Babu's